Right. Next lesson. Everything is a sell. So I'll give you an example of this. In T2 television, I made a mistake that Dan, the crackhead, corrected me on. And the mistake I made is I had an opportunity to get credit when I didn't get it. So a client called me up and said, hey, Andrew, hi. We were supposed to start our campaign on the 10th. We won't have distribution in place. We need to start our campaign on the 15th. I replied, no problem. Okay, no problem. Didn't make a difference to me. I booked the airtime for the 15th, no difference. What I should have done is put a sell on it, because everything is a sell. What I should have done is go, that's a problem. Airtime's booked months and months in advance. Okay, is it definitely the 15th? Because I'm gonna try and move this for you. Is it definitely the 15th? Yeah, okay, can you send me an email confirming you want to change your airtime from the 10th to the 15th? Put it in writing for me. I'm gonna get in touch with the TV channels because everything's already been scheduled. So I'm gonna get in touch with them. I'm gonna try and pull some strings. I know I have some other clients who are starting around the same time. Maybe I can move some airtime around. Let me see what I can do for you and I'll come back to you. Okay, or let me know. Bang. Come back to him 6 hours later. Okay, I managed to pull it off, removing everything. I didn't do anything. I put a sell on it. Like I did a bunch of work for him. Now he's like, yeah, well, when I need to change my airtime, Andrew changed it. Yeah, I remember it, Andrew, they're good. Should we go to the other company or should we stay with Andrew? Well, Andrew, before when we had problems, he fixed them for us. He pulled some strings. I didn't do anything. So after I said, yeah, no problem, Dan said, no, you fucked up. I was like, why? He goes, you had the chance to get some credit out of that company and to build a rapport and to look competent for no reason. Dan was a crackhead, but he was a good salesman. And he was right. Everything is a sell. Everything is a sale. You're always doing them a favor. And you do that by putting a sell on it. Everything's a sell. Everything's a chance to sell. I've had customers come to me and say, hey, I want to order this product, but I want it to come in an unmarked package because it's for my wife. I don't want to know what it is. All my products already came in unmarked packages. Do I reply, they already come in unmarked packages, don't worry? Or do I reply, okay, what's your order number? I'm going to make sure I put it in an unmarked box for you personally. He'll tell me his order number. Okay, all right, let me get this done for you. When it's sent out, just to let you know, I've made sure I've checked the box, it's definitely unmarked. That person's gonna buy from me again. Because when they needed something, I was there. I didn't do anything. I put a sell on it. I took the credit for something I didn't even fucking do. Every single thing is a chance to sell, all the time. So let's say you're a video production company, for example, and the client goes, oh, I need it in this format, this format, this format, this format. Instead of going, yeah, no problem, go, okay, well, usually it takes some time to convert, or some of these formats can be quite big and quite difficult, but don't worry, I'll sort it out, I'll make sure. Can you send me a full list of the formats you need? This. Yeah, okay, I'll make sure the conversions are all done. Even when I film it, I'll keep this in mind because sometimes the aspect ratio, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about complete shit. The point is, I put a sell on it. So now the person's like, yeah, that person's really good. I needed all the different formats and I mean, it's just click a button. I'm sure it's just clicking a button on a computer. Who gives a shit? Put a sell on everything at all times. And many people throughout the sales process will often miss a chance to put a sell on something. So if someone buys something for you and they want any kind of 1% request, even if it takes no effort at all from you, that is your chance to sell harder by putting a spin on it, putting a sale on it. I hope that lesson's been driven home because I do this all the time. Not with Cobratate, not with these kind of products, but with any kind of physical products, all those kind of things, I'm always putting a sell on it, all the time. Sometimes I do have to do things. Sometimes it's not always as easy as doing nothing. My point is, make sure the client knows how you've worked for them. That's an important point. Next, take every offer seriously. So, when I was selling TV advertising, I went to a meeting once with a guy, and I sat down with him, And he let me explain everything about TV from start to finish. It was a 3-hour meeting. Everything about how it works, At the end, he said, okay, I'll get back to you. I called him up. He said, I'll get back to you. Anyway, because I was working with Dan and we believed in hard closing, I got to the point where I said, look, got to do TV now, or you're not going to be able to do TV this year. Airtime's filling up. It's going to take time to get your advert approved by the advertising body because of the kind of product you are. We need time, blah, blah, blah. Tried to hard close him. And you know, he replied to me, he said, Andrew, I want to let you know that I was never going to do TV. I never had any intention of doing TV. But when somebody comes to talk to me about something, I'll sit and I'll listen. That is a smart guy. That is a smarter guy than the guy who goes, TV, no, not interested, thanks. Let people talk. Mr. Amazon store. I was never going to buy his fucking store. Still, I said, well, how does it work? And we put 1% product and it was 1 cent over and we build up the reviews and da-da-da. Now, if I ever want to start an Amazon business, I already know something. I already know a little trick. I've learned something. Always let people talk to you. Never take every offer seriously. Let people speak, even if you have no intention of ever spending any money. Don't get famoosed. Don't be a goose. Don't let their sales pitch work. Be smart enough to let them pitch you and play along without letting it work. Like when you're on a date with a bimbo and she's saying, I'm a good girl. And you're like, oh yeah, I can tell you're a good girl. When you know she's a hoe. Don't fall for it, because some people will fall for it. In front of a slick operator, they'll still fall for it. Don't fall for it, but let them try, because that's where knowledge comes from. I used to say this all the time when I was selling TV. Sometimes I'd try the marketing manager, they'd shut me down, and I'd call up and try and get the MD. Sometimes I'd get the managing director. Let's say, I'm just gonna let you know that I had a fantastic offer to put your client on TV and your marketing manager wouldn't even speak to me about it. Trying to get him in trouble. He's like, what do you mean put me on TV? So we had an opportunity for paid advertising and also product placement with some free opportunities. I'm trying to call your marketing manager and they won't even speak to me about it. Before you know it, the marketing manager is calling me back because the boss has told him off. Some guy's trying to put us on TV and you're not even taking his calls. So beef people, make people have to listen to you. And when people want to tell you something, sit and listen. But if you're a smooth operator and people are listening to you, you can close them. But my point is this, sit, if anyone comes to you with any kind of offer, Andrew, I want to sell you an Amazon store. Andrew, I want to build you a back end for your website. Andrew, I want to design you a new website. Andrew, I want to be your copywriter. Andrew, I want to do this. Tell me why. Tell me what you'll do. Tell me why I should use you. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, okay, no. How do you think I know so much shit? I think I fucking learned so much. Smart, clever, patience. The main reason people don't do this is because they're lazy. Oh, I'm busy, and he's trying to talk to me about TV, I'm not gonna do TV. You should have listened to me, because you would have learned a whole bunch of stuff. You know what you'd learn during my pitch about TV? You'd learn the difference between TV and magazine advertising. You're already doing magazines. You learn about the difference between TV and newspapers. You learn about why my adverts on TV are more successful than advertising on magazines and newspapers. You might learn something about how to change your copy in your magazine adverts to have more success. You would have learned something, but your stupid ass didn't want to listen to me. So when people come at you with offers, let them pitch you, but just don't buy anything unless it's really good. Do not become a goose. Let me draw a goose. Don't become a goose. Next, this is another really important point where people are fucking up. You don't have to understand it to make money. So let's use cryptocurrency. At the height of cryptocurrency, when it was all going crazy and Bitcoin was $20,000 and everyone jumped in and everyone lost money. Even me, I lost a little bit. everyone was getting involved in cryptocurrency. So I had another